Moses, second straight game that you guys blew 17, 18-point lead in the second half. What would you say are some of the common threads between this game and Saturday?
I think this game we got a little too comfortable. They stayed aggressive, picking up full, playing hard, and I think we got a little relaxed when we went up 20.
Steve said he doesn't think that the issue is fatigue. He thinks it's execution. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I think that was part of the time when we took our foot off the gas a little bit. We weren't executing quicker shots, and then they going to get quick buckets, and things changed fast.
If you had to predict what you guys will be working on in practice tomorrow, what might that be?
Probably execution. Going back to training camp a little bit, filling the spots, and then running the offense fluently.
When a team is missing free throws as a whole, is the simple answer legs, or is there something else that might be going on?
I can't personally say for guys, but I mean I think it is personal to whatever it is for each guy rather than a group thing.
In that first half for you, what was working for you? What were you seeing? And the physicality you're finishing with, how did you, I guess, develop that over the course of the offseason? What did you work on in that regard in terms of finishing and whatnot?
Yeah, not running from contact, not trying to avoid contact, going in, looking for it, hitting first, and then you're on balance for your finish. So even when you make contact, don't pull the ball away, just keep going to the goal.
Well, Steve has been saying all along that, this is not the Warriors of 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago that were going to the finals every year, that this team has a smaller margin of error. Tonight, Brooklyn got 26 points off turnovers. Is that what they're doing, or is that what you guys are doing from what you can tell?
They did a good job bringing the energy, bringing the effort, short guys, and then just being able to pick up full, even when they down 20. Like they put on some really good pressure. But we can be a lot more stable, not take a lot of those risks that we took, and just playing calm, making the easy plays, easy passes.
So when you say risk, you mean like some of the passing, or?
Yeah, I threw that behind the back pass. It made it, kind of, but, something like that. Saying it could happen, maybe not, and just making the easy plays instead.
How do you see BP working through some of his frustration lately?
Just playing through it, whatever it may be. Just keep playing your game, because that's part of the NBA. That's part of maturity. Growing up is just knowing every day is not going to be the best day. Every stretch, a couple days, shot might not fall, a couple turnovers here and there, whatever, but keep being yourself, keep playing how you play. That's what he's been doing, I think.
You had 15 points in your first 9 minutes in the second quarter, then you didn't start the second half. You might have came in late in the third quarter. How important is rhythm to be able to sustain, how you're feeling out there for you?
That's not a luxury I've had through my career, so I've kind of had to figure out how to play whatever happens, whatever the opportunity is. So I kind of just deal with whatever it is. So I don't necessarily look for outside things, as in my playing time, rotation, whatever it is. Just when I get the opportunity, I take the shots that I get, I take the driving lanes that I get, and just play.
Just your thoughts about the last two games and the blown lead. Just what do you think's the rhyme or reason for it?
Yeah, we just got to come out with, same intensity and same flow that we do in the first and second. I don't know what it is with the third and the fourth. It's just we get away from, what got us there. But we're going to clean it up. Just figure out how to keep our flow and keep our rhythm, in the second half. And I think that'll help a lot. Don't make it too easy on me.
Steve mentioned, it's been a talking point kind of throughout the season, but the need to improve offensive execution. What does that look like? How do you improve that, and in what situations are you guys not executing?
Practice. Only way to fix it, practice, get reps in, know our stuff, and in game situations like this, we just got to execute, be locked in and execute.
It's hard to fit in a lot of practices in the NBA schedule, as you know. Steve mentioned that this week you'll get 2 practices in, and that's important. How big do you think it is to get some more practice time in?
Yeah, like I said, just get our reps and, know what we're doing, know what the defense is doing, know what they want to do with us. Sometimes they switch, sometimes they blitz. So, know our ins and our outs. And like I said, just get in there and practice. When we do practice, get good quality reps and be locked in.
And Steve said that, 2 weeks ago, the energy was much better, just team-wide. You're someone who brings a lot of energy personally, but why do you think just 17 games into the year that this team might be lacking energy?
We're probably not lacking energy. We just got to maintain it, and mostly in the second half. So whatever we got to do in that halftime to get us back, get our energy back going, and, to get our flow to what we do in the first half, we got to come out and do it and, have that energy from the start.
Gary, over here.
What's up, big fella?
Hey, you guys, Memphis, Brooklyn got 26 points off turnovers tonight. And, live ball turnovers are killer, right? We all know that. But how do you decide when to take the risky pass and when to make the simple pass? And how does that play into some of these live ball turnovers?
Easiest way to answer that is just, hit singles. Be available. We know who they want to trap and how they want to trap, so we got to do a good job of being available for 30 and Dre, and BP, the guys who have the balls in their hand the most. Just be available and, just hit singles and make it simple.
How would you explain what live ball turnovers do to your attempts to play defense?
I can tell you right now, it's 26 points. And, it gets back, we can't set up our defense. And at that point, we're scrambling around. And if we're scrambling, somebody's going to be open at some point and they get a good look. And, teams are hitting them. So we take away the live turnovers, and get back. I think I'd like our chances, with our set defense.
Are there specific things that you have gained with working with some of the new coaches? I mean, with Terry and Coach Stackhouse, just on being more organized. I mean, that's the word Steve has used a lot. We're more organized on offense. I know it's still a work in progress, but are there specific things?
No, not really. I'm just getting in and repping. They're bringing a few new things, but we've been going over them since training camp. So, like I said, we just got to lock in and execute, like Coach been saying, on the offensive end and defensive end. That's pretty much easy and simple. Just got to lock in. Nothing crazy, nothing that we can't handle. So we just got to be in and be able to, do it and lock in. You guys are great.